What's a party without a cake? A funeral, I guess. Hello everybody, you're welcome to this exclusive interview. My name is Rudy Funwe, and with me today we have two amazing bakers. And today they seek to bring together bakers in the Northwest region in Cameroon as a whole to train them to get better skills. In the studio today, I have amazing bakers with me. We have Cakes by Nayen. I cannot tell you how overwhelmed I am to meet her in person, but we'll get to you in a minute. And we also have the Nyongs and Cake event. Amazing women who have sat down in this business for more than 10 years, I guess. But before we get into any other thing of why we're here today, please, who is Nyonka Lointin Foje, the boss of the Nyongs Cakes and Events?
Thank you very much. I'm Lointin Nyonka Foje, the CEO of the Nyongs Cakes and Events, Bamenda Northwest region specifically. I've been a baker for so many years. I can say I was born in a baking home, but I really took it personally, but from 2012 that I went into it in a more professional way, not just knowing what my mom taught me.
All right, it's amazing to have you here. It's such a pleasure. We also have Cakes by Nayen. I am so honored to meet you for the first time. I've seen your cakes, I've seen things you've done, but this is my first time meeting you. So who is Nayen?
Nana Ivan Jomo. And by God's grace, I'm the founder of Cakes by Nayen, situated in Bamenda. I've been into baking for 7 years and hoping to go more.
Exciting. So today we are here to talk about making a difference in your baking. That's a conference coming up this April. And maybe you tell us what's the inspiration? Why a conference?
Okay, thank you very much again. The reason why we call it a conference is because we believe that these are a group of bakers that are coming together to train and educate young bakers that are still coming up, because we want our young girls to be more industrious, especially in kitchen work, not only baking but in other things concerning the kitchen.
All right, there's been a lot of seminars, every now and then. What makes this different? Like, if I come to this conference, what do I go back with that I have not had in the other conferences?
Okay, what makes this Bakers Conference different is the idea that you will learn so many other things, not just baking. It's also you knowing how to do things like fruit carving. It involves it too. Knowing how to do pastries, it also is involved. Knowing how to do some ingredients that you need for your baking. So with all that, it makes it different.
On the flyers are out. I saw so many facilitators, and you're one of our facilitators. Tell us about that, like the process of becoming a facilitator in this conference, and what should we expect?
Being a facilitator is not we know better than the other bakers. There is a saying that goes that literacy of the 21st century is to be able to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So being a facilitator does not necessarily mean you're coming to teach it all. Most of us are coming to learn as well. And we have top facilitators, bakers who have been in the industry for a long time with so much to teach out.
So tell us about the other facilitators, because I see big names like Valas Cakes in Boya. I am personally anticipating to be under her lesson. So tell us a little about the other facilitators.
Okay, most of these facilitators, we have some that are around town, Bamenda, but we have some that will be coming out of the town. Like we have the Valas Cakes, and we have Cindy Cakes, we have Boss, yes, we have Kiki Boss that will also be around. So these are people that they have also gone ahead of most of the bakers. We believe that when they pass the knowledge so many people will have so many new things to learn from them.
There's a popular saying that follow who know road, Abi? So follow who know road and come for this conference. Let's talk about date, time, venue, and important specifics for the conference.
Okay, for the dates is on the 21st and 22nd of April. That is next month, and the venue will be Franco Alliance.
Wow.
The venue
Quite a massive hall.
Yeah, so we choose the location so that it will be at the middle of the town. So anybody coming out of town should not be afraid. Where the venue is very secure. Then secondly, for the time will eventually start at 8:30, but the occasion will commence with a roundtable conference, which will be some of the top bakers that are trained for some time, and we'll have some organizations that they want to know and hear the difficulties that we have been facing in the baking industry. Then, so eventually everybody will have to cut the ribbon at 10 o'clock.
All right.
What makes a difference in bakers is how trained you are, because truth be told, in every home we know how to bake the basic banana cake, what they used to call plain cakes, chocolate cakes. But now what makes you different from others is the trainings you undergo to become a professional. So that's why we want to encourage people to come for trainings like this and also go in for paid trainings with well-trained bakers.
Still in this conference, we have a competition, we have vendors. Tell us a little about that.
Okay, we are going to be having some competitions that will take place, and we are going to award prizes for the first 3 winners. Yeah, like the first prize will be an oven, the second prize will be a standing mixer, and the third prize will be a set of cake equipment. So I want to encourage people to register for the competition because it will be hectic.
So what are the competitions expected to do? Bake cakes?
Yes, they are coming to do a 4-tier buttercream wedding cake.
So you better get ready. There's an oven attached to these guys. There's an oven, there's an oven. It's not easy, so you better get ready. Let's talk about money, registration. I know that personally I have the notion that what people don't pay for, they don't value. I don't know what is the price tag to a conference of this magnitude, but talk about registration.
Okay, for our registration is 20,000 francs for people that register as of now. Then by the time that people will be registering around the few days to the program or on the day, they'll be paying 30,000 francs. Reason why we made it in such a manner is because those that will pay now will help us to do a better planning for the program and also know how things will be able to go on. And it will help us so mightily because we are going to at least give an attestation of participation to all the people that will participate in the program. So now if you don't register on time, we'll really be facing a lot of difficulty to print that. So we really need people to register so that we know the actual number of persons that will be, so that we should print their attestations.
All right. 20,000 francs. Is that applicable to everybody?
No, not to everybody, not to all bakers. Not every baker or aspiring baker will be able to afford 20,000. So this program we are handling especially the IDPs. And that's why we have sponsors who are going to take care of part of their pay. So IDPs are expected to pay half of the early bird payment, which is 10,000 francs, and we have sponsors who are going to pay for the other part, the other 10,000 francs. And it's on that note that we want to thank sponsors like Sisby Cakes, we want to thank Boss Lady Cakes, we want to thank Royal Cakes and Pastry, popularly known as Rocaps.
Yeah, and we also want to thank Decor and Cakes, and we also want to thank Kitchen Magic Spice. Yes, they are one of our sponsors. Then Diso Hair Care, she's one of our sponsors too. So we are encouraging a lot of sponsors. We really need them because we want to help a lot of young girls and women out there. So please, we really need your support in this area.
Okay, we know that when bakers gather, there are things that, or accessories that bakers are not really accessible to, and when they gather, this is an opportunity for the young bakers, even the older bakers, to get those things that they are not accessible to. So in this conference, are we going to have vendors who will come to sell accessories and all of that?
Yes, we are encouraging vendors to come. Normally, a bakers conference like this, vendors must be there, and the registration for vendors is 25,000 francs, so that they can bring those things that we bakers have been looking for and we can't get. So they will bring it closer to us, and it will be at a very moderate price. It will be cheap. So we encourage all the bakers that will be there that they should come prepared to get their equipment or ingredients at a very moderate price from vendors.
Wow, this is quite affordable. I've heard of cake conferences of 100,000 francs, and that's what usually scare people from going to some of these trainings. But 20,000 francs, that's quite affordable. And I really hope that those of you listening to us out there, you make it a date, April 21st and 22nd, 8:30 a.m. to be at this conference, making a difference in your baking. God bless you. My name is Rudy Funwe.